Former head of state and chairman of the National Peace Committee (NPC), General Abdusalami Abubakar, retired, yesterday expressed concern over the proliferation of all calibers of weapons in the country, which he estimated at 6 million. Other leaders like former head of state General Yakubu Gowon, retired, the Sultan of Sokoto Alhaji Mohammed Saud Abubakar, and president of Dangote Group Alhaji Aliko Dangote also raised concerns over the negative effect of growing insecurity in the land and sued for peace. Abdusalami and others spoke at a dialogue session of the National Peace Committee with stakeholders in Abuja. They spoke on the day Vice President Yemi Osibanjo charged the Acting Inspector General of Police, Mr. Usman Baba, to address the multiple threats to the nation's public safety, law, and order. Abdusalami lamented that the proliferation of weapons has heightened insecurity in the country and led to over 80,000 deaths and close to 3 million persons internally displaced. He stated that the challenges facing the country were not only insecurity in the narrow sense of the military definition, but that it had assumed an all-encompassing nature. He listed the challenges to include the Boko Haram insurgency, banditry, kidnapping, increasing poverty, balkanization, agitations from different quarters, the threat of hunger arising from insecurity that farmers have faced and continue to face, and the increasing sense of collective despair and despondency among the populace. Abdusalami said, the proliferation of all calibers of weapons, not only in our sub-region in general and in Nigeria in particular, is worrying. It is estimated that there are over 6 million such weapons in circulation in the country. These certainly exacerbated the insecurity that led to over 80,000 deaths and close to 3 million internally displaced persons. He added that the situation is dire because security forces were not just overstressed but underfunded. He said the security agencies could perform better with more sophisticated weapons, equipment, and more funding. We believe Nigeria must find a way out of these problems. Our hopes is that perhaps amongst us, by listening to your different perspective, we can begin to build up confidence among our people so that we can hold together. So our hope is that we shall not only share our collective lamentations about the current situation, but propose some concrete suggestions that can point the way forward, suggestions that can inspire more confidence among our people and ensure that our country remains one, he said. While welcoming the stakeholders, which included traditional rulers, the Ekiti State Governor and Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, Plateau State Governor and Chairman of the Northern Governors Forum, Honorable Simon Lalong, religious leaders, military, police, and other security agencies, Abdusalami said President Muhammadu Buhari was aware of the meeting and he supported it. He said the expectation was that the meeting would find out causes of the conflict and how to mitigate them. Gowon, who spoke via Zoom, urged all Nigerians, irrespective of religious and political differences, to see the nation's challenges, including insecurity, as one that must be tackled and resolved collectively. On his part, the Sultan urged Nigerians to learn to love one another irrespective of religion or tribe. He said, as individuals, we need to add value to ourselves. We should know that we did not create ourselves. God created us, and when God was creating us, he did not ask us, where do you want me to bring you into the world? We just found ourselves in various places. So what we need to do is to see who we are and work for humanity, because we are individuals, yes, but we have to close ranks and work for humanity. And while we are working for humanity, you have to respect your own religion. If you respect your own religion, you see what is right and wrong for you. Before, there was nothing like whether this person is Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, or whatever. He added, everyone saw each other as human beings. We as leaders, we have to know that we are going to account for this leadership that God gave to us on that final day. So please let us look at various problems we have. Let us look at being our brother's keepers. We should not allow the elites to break us because they are the ones shouting break up, he said. In his remarks, Dangote pleaded with Nigerians to guard against sensationalizing reports of crisis so as not to heighten tension in the land. He said security issues should be everybody's business because no one can do any business in the absence of security. We have to be careful with the kind of news we disseminate because in the areas where there is no peace, nobody will invest. And that is why it is always good for us to talk good about the country and not just to be spreading rumors that are not there, he said. Some of the prominent Nigerians who attended yesterday's dialogue section were Archbishop Emeritus of Abuja Catholic Diocese, Cardinal John Onyayekan, Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Dr. Matthew Hassan Kuka, and His Royal Highness Alfred Date Spiff. Meanwhile, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo has charged the Acting Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, to address the multiple threats to the nation's public safety, law and order. Osibanjo, while decorating the new IG with his rank at the State House Abuja, also tasked Baba to restore police dignity and reputation. Osibanjo said, IG, you are assuming office at a very turbulent time in the life of our people. There are multiple threats to law, order and public safety. The role of law enforcement and particularly that of the police force as the primary agency charged with maintaining law and order has never been more important. The police are our institution of first resort, the first line of defense against crime and anarchy, and the first sign to the strength of the state. He said the challenges before the new police boss were onerous, ones that would test his mettle, adding that the security organization is leading is also faced with several challenges. He said, your office still works in extremely difficult conditions, and some face the threat of physical harm by terrorists, hostile non-state actors, while in the line of duty, but they have lived up to the expectations. There is no question at all that there is a lot that needs to be done. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. The Vice President also challenged the new helmsman to ensure that the highest standard of professional conduct begin to manifest in all dealings by men and women of the service. Under your leadership, the force must live up to all of the highest standards of professional conduct and compliance with the rule of law. It must significantly improve the welfare and working condition of its officers, rapidly scaling on its forensic, logistical, and operational capacities to meet today's challenges. You must stamp out the excesses and abuses and the culture of impunity demonstrated by some element of the force which broke public outrage against the institution, he added. Osibanjo expressed the readiness of the government to help in repositioning the police. He added, in short, mission is less than restoration of dignity and high repute of the policing professional and the continuous oiling of that machinery of the police force that enables it to be one that is respected by the populace and by the international community. The testimony of your pedigree and your career thus far is that you are up to the task. Speaking with reporters after his declaration, Baba promised to rejig the operational strategy of the police as an improvement to what was left behind by his predecessor. He said, I came in at a very challenging time. I know it, I recognize it, and I will work on how to improve from where my predecessor has left. I've been a member of the management team. We have tried to do our best, but it is not enough. There is room for more improvement. Definitely, we are going to rejig our operational strategies. We have the blessings of Mr. President, and we are hoping to get more of what we have requested through the Police Trust Fund very quickly. He urged the public to expect improvement in security situation in the country, while calling on Nigerians to cooperate with the police towards achieving a crime-free society. With all the inadequacies we have, we still require everybody to be part of the policing in this country, and that is why the emphasis on community policing will continue, and the emphasis on collaborating with other sister agencies will continue, and will hope to have a better situation very soon, he said. We're already in a difficult situation. All we can pray is for that God should help him. Let's hope that he will do better. Guys, let's hear your take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.